Hey y'all, it's Janet and I am back. And today we are going to watch a little video clip from CNN. Tom Elliott had this on X and a lot of people are talking about it. I haven't watched it yet, but I thought I would watch it with you and see what's going on, see what everybody's talking about.
Are you hoping to ever return to a job in the federal government or not after this?
I wouldn't do it until, some things have changed, because right now it's a lack of stability. And then also, the emotional impact to me, this really feels like a betrayal.
Oh my goodness. I do feel awfully bad for her that she has lost her job. Losing your job is difficult. But I don't think, the right way to look at a job loss is that it's a betrayal. Because frankly, your employer only owes you two things: a safe working environment and some kind of agreed upon compensation in return for your effort. And that's it. A betrayal makes it sound like it's more personal, and I don't think it is. Employment is very much a transaction, and it should be looked at. It's not a personal relationship. And the word betrayal, it implies an intimate relationship almost. And you're not talking about your boyfriend who has broken up with you. This is an employer. This is very much a business transaction. I don't understand her word choice at all, except that she's trying to milk it, I think.
In some sense, and that they didn't consider how this impacts people. And
I disagree. I disagree strongly with that. I think that laying off this many people is considering those of us who pay taxes. If your job is not essential, why are we paying salaries? We have such enormous debt in this country. We can't afford to pay for non-essential employees. I mean, we just can't. And we shouldn't, even if we could afford to. It's a handout. You're just on welfare.
Especially the 30% of the federal workforce that have served on active duty.
Tell us more about how it feels like a betrayal.
It comes down to what I've already said. I served my country for 11 years, 9 of them on active duty. I deployed twice. I spent so much time away from my family.
So she's from the military and she was working in the education department. All right, well, that doesn't change how I feel about this. She was paid for her services in the military and she was paid for her services in the education department. I don't see how her military service changes anything. Thank her for her service greatly. I have family in the military, my father, my grandfather, cousins, all in the military, some of them career military. It's still a job. It can be a noble job, indeed, but it's still very much a transaction.
I was gone when my mom passed away, and I missed that, to serve my country, and I was excited to continue serving in this capacity, and
And that's awful. I do feel for her for that. Because again, I have family in the military. I know how difficult it is, both for your deployed family member who's in the military and for the rest of us at home. I truly do feel terrible for her. But again, this was her choice. This was her employment. She's not in the military now. She's working for the education department. I think that bringing up the military, frankly, is just trying to elicit some kind of emotion from CNN's viewers.
not only tore that out from under my feet, but couldn't even just grant me a layoff and instead place the blame on me, that it was my performance, and I've gotten nothing but positive reviews on that. So I feel very much like the message is that my service is valued. They don't care about how this impacts me or people like me, and to me it's inhumane.
I don't understand why bring up the military stuff unless she's just trying to play with our emotions. I don't appreciate that. This is a transaction. I don't appreciate bringing the military service in, like I said. I don't understand how it's inhumane. Again, this is a transaction. This is a job. The government is not your daddy who's kicked you out the house. The government was your employer who decided that you were not essential. Perhaps it was performance. Perhaps it was not. Perhaps it was just the job itself is not going to be a position in the future.
It feels like they're ignoring our personhood.
Oh God, personhood. Oh God, it's not, Jeebus.
And not respecting us as human beings or as American citizens.
I'm so sorry you had to miss that with your mom. I've lost my mom, and
There is a human side that these two did not discuss, and that's the taxpayer paying tons and tons and tons of money for people who are either non-essential or they're not doing their job. And again, I feel bad for her. When she was in the military, she missed her mama. I get that, I understand, and feel all kinds of terrible. But that has nothing to do with her job at the Department of Education, now does it?
to not be there at the bedside is just, I'm so sorry. And you were serving your country at the time, and you said you were proud of that, and now you feel betrayed. Chelsea Milburn, thank you for coming on and sharing your story. I think it's really important to understand the human side of all of this rather than just talking about it. So thank you for helping us better understand that. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for letting me tell my story.
You know, I kind of feel like CNN is just trying to gin up hatred toward the Trump administration over this. I don't watch CNN. I don't have cable anymore. I haven't for a very long time. I quit watching CNN because of nonsense like this. Again, I feel like this is just manipulation on the part of CNN, and that's all it is. Well, this was kind of a different video for me, y'all. Let me know what you think. Do you want more of these type of examining videos where we look at, say, the news or perhaps post on X? Or do you want to stick with the deep dives into the money? Let me know what you think. I appreciate you sticking around this long. It's always a miracle to me when I look at my stats on YouTube that people listen to the whole thing. I appreciate it. I will see you later. Bye.